So let's look at some vocabulary when it comes to our new unit for polynomials. So first, a polynomial is an algebraic expression with terms that are separated by addition and subtraction. And polynomials are classified in two ways. The first way is by the number of terms. So if there's only one term, we call it a monomial. Here are some examples. Monomial has the prefix mon, which means one. So another word that uses mon, I think monarchy, because that's a government with only one ruler. If it has two terms, I'm going to number the terms as well. So here's term number 1, term number 2, separated by addition. We call it a binomial. It has the prefix bi, meaning two. I think bicycle. That means it has two wheels. If it has three terms, term 1, term 2, term 3, separated by addition and subtraction, we call it a trinomial. Another word that has tri, I think tricycle. It has three wheels. And last but not least, if it has four or more terms, in this case, this one has 4, we call it a polynomial. And poly just means many. I think of the word polygon, which is just a shape with many sides. The second way that we classify our polynomials is by degree. And degree means exponent. So for the degree, we're looking for the highest or the biggest exponent. Okay, so the highest exponent. For degree 1, we want the highest exponent to be 1. You're looking at your variables here. There are no exponents, so you can add an imaginary 1 here to help you out. In this case, the biggest exponent all of these have is 1. We call it linear. If the biggest exponent is a 2, as you can see, 2, 2, 2, even though there's a 1 here, 2 is bigger, so we look at the 2. If the highest exponent is 2, it's quadratic. If the highest exponent is 3, we call it cubic. If the highest exponent is 4, we call it quartic. And if the highest exponent is 5, we call it quintic. If all of these exponents are written in descending order, we say a polynomial is in standard form. So this says a polynomial is written in simplest form with descending exponents. So simplest form just means all like terms are combined. I'm just going to write the word combined. And descending means from big to small. So let's look at the first example here. This first one is in standard form because we have 3, 2, imaginary 1, and technically we could put 0 there because remember this just equals 1. This is not in standard form because we start at 1 and then we have 0 and then we go up to 3 and then we go down to 2, so that is not in descending order. So that is not standard form. And last but not least, let's look at the parts of a polynomial. The leading term is the term with the highest degree. So here the highest degree is 2, so we're going to highlight that whole term as the leading term. The leading coefficient is the coefficient of the leading term. In this case, that is just 2, our leading coefficient, the number in front. Remember, that's what coefficient means. Coefficient is the number in front of a variable. And last but not least, let's look at constant. The constant is the term without a variable. In this example, that's going to be our positive 3. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps.